from Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, sir. Thank you. First off, is Rondo active tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what will the starting lineup be, if I may ask?
Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Luke Kennard, Marcus Morris, and Zubac.
All right. During this homestand, you guys have the second lowest three-point frequency allowed. And obviously, there are still things you want to work on defensively. But how happy are you with the effort to run shooters off the line?
Very pleased with our effort. When you want to give up mid-range twos, contested twos, but you also want to take away the three. And I think we've really done a good job. Like I said, Dan Craig and Roy Rogers and Brendan O'Connor, defensively, trying to make sure we got better after the break. And I think, we've really been putting in the work. Those guys have really been, doing a good job. And, our players, they found their foundation defensively. And I think every single night, if we have a great foundation and also having a defensive mindset, with the guys we have defensively, we should be really good.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll go next to Law.
Hey, Ty, how are you feeling this Sunday?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. So we're at the end of this marathon of a homestand that you guys have been on, and obviously we did not get to see Serge Ibaka come back at all. It's been 4 weeks since he first hurt his back, and I just want to know if there were plans to have him join you for this upcoming road trip, and if you learned anything about what kind of back issue that Serge is dealing with over the last 4 weeks.
I appreciate the question, Love, but I usually don't get involved in the injury part. Like, when guys are ready to come back, they do. I just know that, Serge won't be on the trip. He won't be on this next trip, and he's going to be back rehabbing, but I'm not really sure, because I'm not, even tell me what was wrong with his back, I probably wouldn't understand it anyway. So I kind of stay away from that, but I can tell you that he won't be on the trip.
Thanks. Next, we will go to Sabrina.
Hey, Ty. With Serge out, it seems like you guys have had a lot more opportunities to go small recently. I know you closed the game against Phoenix with that small lineup with Marcus at the 5. I'm just wondering what sort of progress you've seen with that unit, like what you like about it.
It's been good for us, throughout the course of the year. We still need to get better at it, I think, in some regards. But I think when we have Marcus and Nick at the 4 and the 5, along with Pat, he's been playing well as well. But when Nico's at the 4 and Mark's at the 5, it's been good for us. So we just got to continue to keep working, I think, offensively, what we want to run. We know what we want to run, but be able to execute it, on a night-to-night basis. So we've gotten better at it, and we just got to keep working on it because I think it's going to be very vital for us to use that combination.
What exactly, do you see that you've gotten better at? Just curious.
With the small lineup, I think just our small pick and roll. I think teams not want to switch their point guards on the PG and Kawhi. So when they're showing, taking advantage of the small pick and roll, hitting the roll guy and letting Reggie, Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard make the plays for the guys on the backside. So we've really gotten a lot better at that. Something we talked about early on in the season, and our guys have gotten better. So we want to just keep taking advantage of that.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Mason.
Hey, Coach. Terrence has talked multiple times this season, and he's credited watching film as the biggest reason for his development this season. And I'm just wondering if you could take us inside those kinds of film sessions. What do you guys talk about? Just, team sessions and individually, like who's the most vocal? What are you focusing on the most? Stuff like that.
We do the defense. Dan Craig, he handles that side of the basketball. And like I say, he's done a phenomenal job. And offensively, I handle that side of the basketball when we're showing film. I think his personal film guy, Sean Fine, has done a great job of just, improving Terrence's shot, doing a great job of just, showing him what we want as a team, and as a coaching staff. And Terrence has picked it up, so be able to just, like I said, hold guys accountable when we're not moving the basketball, when we're not making the extra pass, we're not making the right play. And then defensively, when we're making mistakes, Dan Craig, be able to hold those guys accountable as well. So it's been good. Like I said, Terrence has really improved, and Sean Fine has done a great job with him.
Appreciate it.
Next to Cam.
Hey, good evening, Coach. I got a question unrelated to tonight's game. The NBA TV, they're airing a documentary on the 1996 draft. Outside of the 1998 draft, which is the most memorable draft to you?
LeBron's draft.
2003, that would be it?
That's 3. I didn't know if it was 3 or 4, but yeah, 2003.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thanks, Cam. Next to Farbad.
Hey, Coach. Firstly, did you get any good rest for Friday and Saturday?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Firstly, did you get any good rest Friday and Saturday going, with the break in between Friday and Sunday?
Yeah, yes, sir, I did.
It's good to hear. Secondly, is we're about I'd say 75% way done with the season, and we've seen some crazy things. Whether it's you guys going on a 41-4 run, the Celtics going on a 31-3 run today against the Nuggets. What's kind of the craziest thing you've seen as a coach this season? Whether it's the pace, the tired legs, the injuries, just what stands out to you?
The craziest game?
This just seems like such a weird season. I feel like with how shortened it is. I just want to know what you think is the weirdest thing you've seen now that we're 75% of the way through.
When we were down by 50 to Dallas at halftime. that might have been the craziest. I don't think you ever see that ever again. That might have been the craziest thing I've seen all year. It has to be for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Next to Kahari.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? You had mentioned that guys are being held accountable. How are guys accepting that and taking that in? Do they appreciate being held accountable?
Man, it's been great. The guys have been great. They understand it's not personal. It's just something for us to get better. And what we see as coaches and what we expect and what we need. And these guys have been phenomenal. So it's not what we're holding guys accountable when you're cussing guys out and going crazy. It's just showing them on film, what we need to get better at, where they need to be offensively and defensively. The guys are open, be able to make the next pass. And then just showing, situations where 2 or 3 minute lapse where we're not moving the basketball, we get stagnant, and then teams go on a 10-2 run or 10-1 run. So they can just kind of see the momentum of the game and the flow of the game. And when we end up getting ourselves in trouble. So, guys have been great. They want to know, they want to learn. And like I said, we have a phenomenal group.
Thanks, Ty. That's all the questions we have. So we'll let you go.